Have you ever struggled with stubborn plaque on your teeth? Tired of endless brushing and flossing with little results? We're diving into a powerful, ancient remedy that could be the game changer for your dental health: coconut oil pulling. You'll learn exactly how to use coconut oil to naturally reduce plaque and improve your oral hygiene. We'll break down the step-by-step process, discuss the science behind why it works, and share some amazing benefits you can expect. Imagine waking up with a fresher mouth and fewer trips to the dentist. Sounds great, right? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a simple, effective routine that could transform your dental health. Let's get started. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty of how to actually do oil pulling. First, let's gather what you need. You'll need some good quality coconut oil. Organic and unrefined is best. Then, grab a spoon to measure the oil, and a timing device, like your phone's timer or a kitchen timer, to keep track of the minutes. Simple enough, right? Now for the prep work. You're going to want to do this first thing in the morning, before you eat or drink anything. This is when your mouth has the most bacteria and when oil pulling can be the most effective. Measure out about a tablespoon of coconut oil. If you're new to this and find a whole tablespoon too much, start with a teaspoon and work your way up. The oil might be solid depending on the room temperature, but don't worry, it'll melt quickly once it's in your mouth. Time to get swishing. Put the coconut oil in your mouth and start swishing it around. You don't need to go crazy, gentle swishing is fine. Make sure the oil moves through your teeth and around your gums. Aim to do this for about 15-20 minutes. I know it sounds like a long time, but you can do it while you're showering, getting ready, or even checking your email. Just don't swallow the oil because it's full of the bacteria and toxins you're trying to get rid of. When your timer goes off, spit the oil into a trash can, not the sink, since it can clog your pipes. Rinse your mouth out with warm water to get rid of any remaining oil, then brush your teeth as usual. And there you go. You've successfully done oil pulling. Alright, so what exactly is oil pulling? Simply put, oil pulling is an ancient practice where you swish oil around in your mouth for a certain amount of time, usually 15-20 minutes, to help clean and detoxify your teeth and gums. Think of it as a mouthwash, but instead of using a commercial product, you're using natural oil. Coconut oil is super popular for this because it tastes decent and has antibacterial properties. The idea is that the oil pulls out toxins, bacteria, and other yucky stuff from your mouth, leaving it fresher and cleaner. Now, let's take a quick trip back in time. Oil pulling isn't some new health trend. It's been around for centuries. This practice comes from Ayurvedic medicine, which is one of the world's oldest holistic healing systems that originated in India over 3,000 years ago. Ayurveda focuses on balancing the body, mind, and spirit, and oil pulling was a key part of their daily hygiene routine. They believed it could improve not just oral health, but overall health as well. So, why did the ancient folks swear by it? Well, they found that regular oil pulling helped keep their teeth strong and their gums healthy. Over time, modern science has caught up a bit, with studies showing that oil pulling can indeed reduce harmful bacteria in the mouth. It's fascinating to see how this age-old practice is making a comeback in our modern lives, especially when people are looking for more natural ways to take care of their health. Let's talk about why you should even consider oil pulling in the first place. First up, dental health. One of the biggest benefits of oil pulling is its ability to reduce plaque. Plaque is that sticky film that builds up on your teeth and can lead to cavities and gum disease if you don't take care of it. Regularly swishing coconut oil around your mouth can help break down this plaque, making your teeth feel cleaner and smoother. Plus, because coconut oil has natural antibacterial properties, it helps keep those nasty bacteria at bay, which means fewer cavities and healthier gums. And let's not forget about fresh breath. Oil pulling can be a game changer if you're dealing with bad breath. But the benefits of oil pulling don't stop at your mouth. There's a lot of buzz about how this practice might help with overall health too. Some people claim that oil pulling can reduce inflammation in the body, which is pretty amazing considering inflammation is linked to a bunch of chronic diseases. The idea is that by reducing the number of harmful bacteria in your mouth, you're preventing these bacteria from entering your bloodstream and causing inflammation elsewhere. Some folks also report better skin, less sinus congestion, and even improved sleep after they start oil pulling. Now, you might be wondering if there's any science to back all this up. While we definitely need more research, there are some studies and expert opinions that give oil pulling a thumbs up. For example, A study published in the Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Research found that oil pulling with coconut oil significantly reduced plaque and gingivitis in participants. Another study in the Nigerian Medical Journal showed similar results, with oil pulling reducing the amount of harmful bacteria in the mouth. So, while it might not be a miracle cure for everything, there's enough evidence to suggest that oil pulling can be a useful addition to your oral hygiene routine. So, you've got the basics of oil pulling down, but how do you make sure you stick with it and get the best results? First up, consistency is key. Just like any other health habit, the benefits of oil pulling come with regular use. Aim to do it every morning. It might feel like a chore at first, but the more you do it, the more it'll become part of your routine. Think of it like brushing your teeth. It's just something you do every day for your health. Now, let's talk about comfort. Swishing oil around in your mouth for 15-20 minutes might seem weird or even uncomfortable at first. Start with a smaller amount of oil, like a teaspoon, and gradually work your way up to a tablespoon as you get used to it. Also, remember to swish gently. There's no need to go hardcore and tire out your jaw. Gentle swishing is just as effective and much more comfortable. You can even keep yourself distracted by doing other morning tasks or watching a short video while you swish. What if you're not a fan of the texture or taste of coconut oil? No worries, there are ways to make it more palatable. You can try adding a drop or two of essential oils like peppermint or tea tree oil, which can help improve the taste and add extra antibacterial benefits. If the texture is a problem, remember that the oil will melt in your mouth, so give it a minute. Alternatively, you can try different oils like sesame or sunflower oil, which are also traditionally used for oil pulling. The important thing is to find what works best for you so that oil pulling becomes a sustainable part of your daily routine. Alright, you're almost ready to become an oil pulling pro, but before you dive in, let's go over some common mistakes you'll want to avoid. First and foremost, don't swallow the oil. Remember, the whole point of oil pulling is to pull out toxins and bacteria from your mouth. If you swallow the oil, you're just putting all that nasty stuff back into your body, which is the exact opposite of what we're trying to achieve here. So, be mindful and make sure you spit it out when you're done. Next up, don't spit the oil into the sink. It might seem like a no-brainer to just spit it out in the bathroom sink, but this can actually cause some serious plumbing issues. Coconut oil solidifies at cooler temperatures, which means it can clog your pipes and lead to expensive repairs. Instead, spit the used oil into a trash can. You can even keep a small trash bag in your bathroom specifically for this purpose to make it easy and convenient. Lastly, avoid overdoing it. More isn't always better when it comes to oil pulling. While it's great to be enthusiastic about your new health routine, swishing for too long or doing it multiple times a day can lead to jaw pain and even irritation in your mouth. Stick to the recommended 15-20 minutes once a day. This is enough time to effectively reduce bacteria and plaque without causing any adverse effects. Keeping it simple and consistent will yield the best results without any downsides. Alright, let's tackle some of the most common questions about oil pulling. First up, can you use other oils besides coconut oil? Absolutely. While coconut oil is super popular due to its pleasant taste and antibacterial properties, it's not the only option. Sesame oil and sunflower oil are also traditionally used for oil pulling and can be just as effective. If you don't like the taste or texture of coconut oil, feel free to experiment with these alternatives and see what works best for you. The key is to use high-quality, unrefined oil to get the most benefits. Next question: how long before you see results? This can vary from person to person, but generally, you might start noticing a fresher mouth and cleaner teeth within a week or so of daily oil pulling. For more significant benefits like reduced plaque and improved gum health, it can take a few weeks to a couple of months of consistent practice. Patience is key here. Just like any good habit, the results build up over time. Stick with it, and you'll likely start seeing and feeling the difference. Lastly, is oil pulling safe for everyone? For most people, yes, oil pulling is safe and can be a great addition to your oral hygiene routine. However, there are a few exceptions. If you have an allergy to the oil you're using, obviously you should avoid it. Also, if you have any specific dental issues or concerns, it's always a good idea to check with your dentist before starting oil pulling. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should also consult their healthcare provider. As with any new health practice, it's best to ensure it's right for your individual needs. Let's dive into some bonus tips to take your oil pulling and dental care routine to the next level. First off, did you know that coconut oil can be used for more than just oil pulling? Yup, this versatile oil is a powerhouse in dental care. You can use it as a natural toothpaste by mixing it with baking soda. It's also great for soothing dry or irritated gums. Just massage a little bit directly onto your gums for some extra TLC. And if you're dealing with canker sores, coconut oil can help speed up healing thanks to its antibacterial properties. It's pretty much your all-in-one dental care solution. Now, let's talk about some products that can enhance your oil pulling experience. While plain coconut oil works wonders, there are a few things you can add to make it even better. For instance, adding a drop or two of peppermint or tea tree essential oil can boost the antibacterial effects and leave your mouth feeling extra fresh. There are also pre-made oil pulling products available that come in convenient, pre-measured packets and often include a blend of beneficial oils and essential oils for added benefits. Lastly, if you're really getting into oil pulling, consider investing in some tools to make the process easier and more enjoyable. A small, dedicated oil pulling cup can make measuring out the oil a breeze. You might also want to get a tongue scraper to use after oil pulling to help remove any remaining toxins and bacteria from your tongue. These little additions can make your routine smoother and help you stick with it long term. Happy oil pulling! I've got a quick favor to ask. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, drop a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome health tips and tricks. Your support helps us keep creating great content just for you. I really encourage you to give oil pulling a try and see how it works for you. It's a simple, natural way to boost your oral hygiene, and it can fit right into your morning routine. Plus, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Have you tried oil pulling before? What benefits have you noticed? Share your stories in the comments. Let's get a conversation going and help each other out. Thanks so much for watching. Your time and support mean the world to us. And hey, if you're curious about more cool health tips, check out our previous video where we explore how freezing bread affects its nutritional value. It's packed with surprising insights you won't want to miss. See you next time, and happy oil pulling!